a very loud barn, and we've been telling everybody this one was a story of two different halves. How'd it look like from your vantage point?
Yeah, I give our guys a lot of credit. You play this game any time of the year, it's going to be very difficult. But to play it on the back end of a five-game swing in 9 days, we just ran out of gas, and obviously we're beat up. Some things I really wanted to take away is we out-rebounded them on their home floor. We got to the foul line more. So, again, short turnaround, it's just going to be really difficult. They're so good defensively. We tried to throw in another defensive scout, as we always do, and an offensive scout, and we didn't have the time to really be clean enough. I thought we really competed the first half because we weren't very good offensively, but we really rebounded the basketball, kept them off the foul line. So we did some good things. It was going to be a tall task. It's even more of a tall task when you're short-handed and on the late end of the swing.
I was going to say, Coach, you were a little short-handed. You don't use it as an excuse. You certainly get an opportunity to see what some guys that don't typically get the handful of minutes that they got play and help out for you. Brandon Taylor, Casey Uguakazi back in. Rob Banks played nearly 4 minutes, and you got 11 minutes out of Pop Weathers. That's going to be close to one of his longest times out on the court.
Yeah, just, again, still finding our lineup. We were going to play small, so we wanted to play like Dot at the 4 because we don't have any forwards healthy. But I thought Quo gave us really good minutes early. I think he just physically ran out of gas guarding those guys. In the second half, the first half I thought he was really good defensively. Saw some good points to go. Again, I'm really going to hang on that. To go rebound like that is really impressive. Guys understanding the value of that, especially when we're playing 4 guards and even 5 guards at sometimes.
Tommy Lewis gave you a really good effort, almost 29 minutes of play. Didn't score much, but ended up being tied for the team lead with 10, and then had 9 of those rebounds. Lions did them 32-29 on the glass and 12 offensive rebounds. That's pretty big for your guys.
Yeah, it's good just being active. We missed so many shots, so thank goodness we got a couple of them. But turn it over that many times, when you do that on this floor, you're not going to win. Really any venue on the road. We've been good in that area. That was an area tonight that we weren't good, and I think playing different lines, playing guys that maybe haven't had the ball in their hands so much might have led to some of that. But not the week we wanted at all. Not to the standard that we're trying to set and how we do things. But at the end of the day, I'm glad the week's over, so we can get some time off. I got to give a lot of credit to Tommy. He had major issues physically where he was a game time decision, and for him to go out and compete like that, impressive. Just all our guys just really competing and get after it, and that's all I asked them. We're going through it right now in this season, but for the guys to show up and compete like that and compete with each other and have each other's back is a really good sign.
Tell you what, those 2 games coming up, both of them at home, New Orleans on Saturday, Southeastern on Monday. That's going to be a really big homestand for your guys because there'll only be one more after that before the tournament, and that's where they're trying to get.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no time. We needed to get back from this game. This happened to be the first game in the second half. So looking forward to this next half of competition going around the league. Hopefully, like I said, we'll expect to have a few guys back, hopefully, and some practice time on our floor. And see what we can do, and just one game at a time. We're not worried about the conference tournament right now. We're worried about whoever our next opponent is. I think it's New Orleans first.
Yes.
So I'll get onto that as soon as I leave this gym.
All right, I want to go back to Quo Agua for a minute. 32 minutes out of him today, and he's been playing more and more and playing very well more and more lately. That's why he plays more and more. But Coach, he was getting beat up down there. You talk about battling in adversity. Those were some big bodies the Cowboys can put on him.
Yeah, and I thought he did a pretty good job. They got 3 forwards that are really strong and play down low, and he just had to switch on all of them because he played 70% of the minutes at that position. So I thought he did a nice job of competing. And we're going to give up something when we're not playing a true forward lineup just with the injuries we have and stuff. So,
sure.
Still trying to figure that out. This is probably not the best opponent to go figure that out against.
No doubt. Coach, what are some of the other items we may have missed from our seat that you want to mention about this one?
No, it's a great crowd. This is great for the league. It's good for our guys to get in this environment. And I literally said when we ended it, they got us really good tonight, but we led for 17 minutes and we led for 30-some minutes at our place. So we know we can play with these guys, and if it's going to be back here, so we actually might see them again on this floor, and so they need to remember what this is like and have to, learn from it and get better from this experience.
All right, man. Hey, thank you so much. I know y'all got a busted catch and are ready to go. So we'll let you. Folks, Jarrett Von Rosenberg, head coach of A&M-Commerce Lions.
You got to go Lions.
You bet.